I need a... I did everything you told me to do. Here's the repaired eye.
Indeed, there is nothing missing now for the performance of the ritual.
What about the swamp weed?
Ah, yes. Do you have 3 swamp weed plants then?
Yes. Here are the 3 plants.
Excellent. You have done well. But now, step aside so that we may begin the ceremony. May our spirits unite! Finished. We have succeeded in thwarting the enemy's plan and restoring the eye. Let Pyrokar explain to you how to use its power. I hope that I shall see you again once you have accomplished your mission. Farewell.
You did it! The Eye of Innes is healed!
I would hardly have believed it possible.
What remains to be done here?
Do not waste your time on trivial things. Go and vanquish the dragons. Here, take the eye. Bear in mind that you need to talk to a dragon first before you can attack it. The power of the eye will force the dragons to speak to you and tell the truth. Furthermore, it offers protection against their attacks when you wear it. However, its power does not last. You will have to fill it up again with magical energy. To do that, you need the essence of a dragon's heart, which you merge with the eye on an alchemist's bench. Only then can you dare face another dragon.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
You now have everything you need. Go then. You do not have much time left.
Touching that. It was just like you said. Why haven't I heard about this before? That'll only cause more trouble. this gossip.
Hey! Has Pardos come back?
Yes, he's inside, resting. Thanks for everything you...
Never mind.
Wait, I'd love to give you a reward, but I haven't got...
Forget it.
Some problem solving, so. There've been all kinds of rumors.
I can't believe that.
That's really not my problem. Of course we got him in the end. hardly know what to believe anymore.
That's really not my problem.
You didn't get that from me.
Hey, come over here.
What do you want?
This valley's a dangerous place, and without the right equipment, you'll find yourself dead in no time.
I assume that you've got the right equipment.
You guessed it. I might even sell it to you.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I'm staying out of it.
Do you sell information as well?
That depends. If the price is right, I'll tell you everything I know.
How much do you charge?
Hard to say. But I think that 50 gold pieces for every piece of information I give you sounds about right.
Really said that.
I need some information.
50 gold pieces.
You listen to the wrong people.
Yes, here. Now tell me.
I'm staying out of it.
Is it really true?
Tell me about the orcs.
The orcs haven't been here long. At least those orcs in front of the castle, that is. But I'm wondering about how well they're organized. Orcs usually attack blindly, no matter what. These orcs are biding their time. They're waiting, but we don't know for what.
Can't rely on that.
What can you offer me?
That's really not my problem.
That will never change.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I couldn't care less.
That's been known a long time.
Huh. What?
There've been all kinds of rumors.
I agree with you completely.
Where do you come from?
We come from, the city.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
I never saw you in town before.
I can't stand people who stick their noses into things that don't concern them,
I
understand?
can't help him.
You already know what I think.
I see. You come from the city.
Exactly.
I'd have gone about it differently.
What are you doing here?
We heard about the dragon hunt, so we packed up our stuff and came here. But to be honest, I don't give a shit about dragons. I just want a bit of gold. Dragons have gold, don't they?
Wrong people.
Certainly.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
What do you know about the dragons?
I only know the stories they tell the children. You know, virgins, gold, fire breathing, that kind of thing.
Where are you planning to go from here?
No idea. We're still thinking about it.
You could go to the castle.
Wild horses couldn't drag me there.
You hardly know who to
Not to the
believe these
paladins.
days.
And I'm not going back to jail. I was there once, and that was enough for me.
I'd have gone about it differently.
What about the orcs?
The whole castle is surrounded. There aren't any gaps. Trying to sneak through there is insane. If you try to fight, you're a dead man. Nobody gets through there.
Ah, really?
Change.
What were you in the slammer for?
The swine nabbed me for poaching. For 2 lousy hairs. They slapped me with 10 years for that.
That was all?
Well, okay. Of course I defended myself.
I'm not
And?
I couldn't do anything about it. The guy tripped and broke his neck. Honest.
I agree with you completely.
You shouldn't have let yourself get caught.
I bet you've never been in jail, have you? Then I should teach you a lesson about what can happen to a body in jail.
Who said that?
I'm not telling you anything new.
And now for the fun part.
He doesn't even know
Hey,
how to hold a
you!
sword.
I'm staying out of it.
That's nothing new.
Do you...
That...
think it
staying
makes
out
it
of
me
it.
anymore.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
I never knew that.
Who said that?
Where?
He never would have thought of that himself.
Do you really think?
But just
I'd have gone about it
I'll
differently.
you. No,
That
you
will
what?
cause more trouble.
The whole truck.
Ah,
Bad business.
what?
That well,
Why
I
haven't
could.
I heard about this before?
Sounds familiar.
You know what I mean. The rich bastards don't have any idea how we're treated. That doesn't worry them in the least.
All that matters is strength.
Can you teach me how to hunt?
Tell me
An animal has more than just meat. You can sell the pelts or the claws.
that's been known.
They can bring a good price. I can hardly wait to get my hands on a dragon.
That's not what I heard.
Show me how to gut a dragon.
So you can rake in all the dough yourself, huh? Well, all right.
It's a bad
But that'll cost you 1,000 gold coins.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
It's not.
Suit yourself.
That was obvious all along.
Show me.
You don't have to ask me that.
He doesn't even know how to hold a sword.
Hey, you.
Do you have anything to drink?
I assume that it's not water you want.
No, damn it.
Things
I
have
need
to
something
tell you.
alcoholic so I can finally get rid of these damned headaches. When I haven't had anything to drink for a while, my skull feels like
You really
it's
should have
gonna
known
explode
better.
at any moment.
Of course we got
Here,
in the end.
take this.
What does he know about duty?
Where did you pick that up then?
Ah, that hit the spot. So,
Tell me that isn't true.
now I can think clearly again. What can I do for
I
you?
hardly know what to believe anymore.
That will never change.
It can't go on like this
What are you
forever.
doing here anyway?
I don't have any idea
does
what
he
we're
know
doing
about
here or
duty?
when it'll start. And I don't care as long as I have enough to
Enough
drink.
trouble as it is.
Do you know where the dragons are then?
Like that.
What's in it for me if I tell you?
Of course we got him in the end.
I've still got a bottle of
Simply
gin.
needs
I'd
to
fight
practice
every
more.
dragon in the world for a fine
It
vintage.
can't go on like
Agreed.
this forever.
Give me the bottle. I'll keep that
Things
for
would
a
have turned
rainy
out
day.
differently if it hadn't been for us.
All right now, where are those dragons?
Naturally, I can't tell you anything
thing
precise,
all over
but
again.
I've heard that there are supposed to be
Got my
4
own
dragons.
opinion about that.
We've seen a red glow over the highest
Nobody
mountain
wants
at
to
night.
know.
I swear by my mother, if you're looking for a dragon, then
Just
you'll
like you
definitely
said.
find one there.
He simply needs to practice more.
I'm looking for someone who can teach me something.
That all
I could
along.
teach you a few things. I'm the best fighter for miles around.
old thing
Since we're
all
friends,
over again.
I'll give you a special price.
I don't believe this is gonna
300
change.
gold pieces.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Oh, that's too expensive for me.
Too expensive.
But he knew that
That's
all
less than
along.
anyone else in my place would charge. Think
What
about
does
it.
he know about duty?
That's the first I've heard of it.
Tell me that isn't true.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
What are you doing here?
That is truly the stupidest question I've heard in a long
Sooner or
time.
later.
Who
You
said
have to
that?
step in and sort things out.
I haven't a
Staying out of
clue.
I'm waiting for something to finally happen here.
Nobody ever
Can't
asked
go on
me.
like this forever.
What do you expect to
It
happen?
sooner or later.
Oh man, you're really not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Never to.
If I knew that, I wouldn't have to wait.
I couldn't get away with that.
Never mind.
Of course we got him in the end.
Nobody wants to know.
What are you hoping to find here in the Valley of Mines?
Gold and honor. What else? When I'm finished with the dragon, I'll be swimming in
should have known
gold.
better.
Enough to spend the rest of my life frequenting every tavern and cat house in the country.
What does he know about duty?
You have to feel
Well then,
change.
I wish you luck.
I don't need luck,
I'm
just
staying
my
out of it.
axe.
How would you like to work for me from now on?
Why not?
More, believe
What are you
me.
paying?
I won't be treated like that.
Well, I'll pay you 100 gold coins for now.
All right, then. It's a start anyway. Go ahead. I'll follow you.
What does he know about duty?
Why haven't I heard
We got him in the end.
I used to say that.
I see you've joined the Dragon Hunters.
I followed Silvio into the Valley of Mines because I know my way around here best and wanted to get a clear picture of the situation. I'll tell you what, something's definitely brewing here. I've never seen so many orcs in one place in all my life. It wouldn't surprise me if Garand and the paladins in the castle had all fled or been slain by now.
What are your plans now?
I'll follow the boys here to the Valley of Mines first, and then take off later. I really have to find out what the orcs are planning.
I'll see you around.
Look out for yourself.
Hey, come over here.
What do you want?
This valley's a dangerous place, and
I assume that...
you guessed it.
I couldn't get away with that.
What can...
You don't have to ask me that.
He simply needs to practice more.
Hey, you. Guys like you should watch where they're going.
What are you trying to tell me?
I mean that the air out here isn't good for your health. And the place is just swarming with orcs and monsters. Not to mention the dragons. It's just a well-intentioned warning.
Do you really get that from me?
He simply needs.
Can you tell me anything I don't know already?
I can give you a good piece of advice, and it's even free. We can't use anyone here who faints dead away at the slightest dragon fart. Go home. This is a job for real men.
Are you the boss here?
Do I look like it? Certainly not. We don't need any self-important jerk ordering us around. When Silvio tried to act like he was the boss, we showed him and his buddies what we thought of that. There was a brawl. In the end, they left on their own. I hope Silvio wound up in a soup kettle of some orc.
Don't say you didn't know that.
So, you want to kill dragons?
Smart ass. So, do you know how to bring down a dragon? Do you think the beast will just sit there quietly while you chop off its head? Something like that takes good planning and decisive action.
I see. And how are you going to go about that?
First, we'll scout out where we can find the beasts. Only then will we think about the best way to attack.
I couldn't get away with that.
How are you going to get past the orcs?
We'll worry about those details later.
I couldn't care less.
I'd love to watch you do that, but I've got to be on my way.
Get yourself back over the pass. Otherwise, you may end up missing a limb or two.
He's in trouble as it is.
No idea. You tell me.
That was quite obvious.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
This is...
Suit yourself. I could...
Hey! Are you alone here at the moment?
Yeah. My buddy Ingram is up and left. Yesterday he said he was having a vision. Someone speaking to him very softly. Well, I didn't hear a thing. I just thought to myself, he's gone off the deep end, and then he was suddenly gone. I have no idea where he went. If you should see Ingram anywhere, tell him he still owes me a lurker skin, the bastard.
But I was under the impression that he didn't even want to leave here until the orcs are gone.
Like I said, something's wrong with him.
Have you seen anyone come by here?
Yeah, there's been some mighty funny fellas running around here lately. They strut about in spiffed up armor and act all important.
What do those funny fellows want here?
They asked me about provisions and equipment. Man, I barely got enough for myself. They were going on about killing dragons and such. Lord knows where those boys came from, but they didn't look particularly trustworthy.
What can you teach me?
What do you want to know?
Well, I'll be damned. Looking for profit, huh? I knew it. You got the soul of a mercenary. Listen, if you think you can make a pile here, you're thoroughly mistaken. I was here first.
Understood. Nobody likes to part with his booty.
You said it. Disappear.
What's the matter?
It's so damn cold here, man. I don't see why Silvio insisted on coming here, of all places. There's plenty of other places around where there's something to be had.
You're in for it now. Ah! 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 You're in for it now.
change?
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
You're pulling such a long face.
Oh, damn it to hell. I tell you, you have to watch like a hawk. If you turn your back for a moment, all your stuff is gone. Dirty scum.
Someone's gotta pay for that.
Did someone steal from you?
No, they smuggled 20 gold pieces into my pocket. Of course they stole something, you idiot. I tell you, when I get my hands on the dirty swine...
You hardly know who to believe these days.
So what are you missing?
My purse, with all my savings in it. And now it's gone.
It'll turn up somewhere.
When I get my hands on him.
Where did you pick that up then?
That was obvious all along.
Can't go on like this forever.
It's a bad business.
Do you have any news?
The only thing that's happened recently is you dragon hunters coming here.
Show me your...
It's good that you've come. All hell is breaking loose here. A lot of us are getting really worried by now and no longer truly believe that we'll ever make it out of here alive.
Weren't there two of you sentinels up here?
Not anymore. Sengrath stood here on the battlements when suddenly he fell asleep. His good crossbow fell down when that happened. We could only just see one of the orcs snatch it up and disappear with it into the darkness. Sengrath woke up then and just ran into the night towards the orc palisades. He hasn't come back since. In us, be with us.
Business.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Inos enlightens all.
What are you doing here?
I'm getting ready to fight. What
You
else?
mustn't believe everything you hear.
Who do you want to fight against?
I thought I'd drop in on the paladins and kick their fat asses.
That's the first
Idiot.
I've heard.
Against the dragons, of course. What did you think?
Bad business.
Don't the paladins mind you being here?
Nonsense. They have entirely different problems. Most of them are glad to be still alive. The boys' morale isn't the best. That will be their downfall. I mean, just look at those nicked blades they're fixing to go into battle with. Any reasonable warrior would desert immediately.
He would have never thought of that himself.
Have you separated from your group?
My group? I don't have a group. I'm a trophy collector. If I go home without a trophy, then I won't know what I came for. So I can't use anybody else.
Have you set eyes on a dragon yet?
No. I want to get my weapons in shape before I set off.
Someone's got to pay for that.
Aren't you afraid that somebody might beat you to it?
What?
I don't know why
Who?
you get so worked up.
Silvio? Your boss really thinks he can make a killing here, huh?
I'm not one of Silvio's people. I work for myself.
Oh, all right then. Forget I said anything. Have you seen the pathetic figures he's got with him? Silvio can be glad if he gets out of here alive.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
Silvio was here?
Here in the castle, you mean? Yeah, he was. But only for a short time. He chatted with a few people here and then set out again.
I hardly know what to believe.
So where is Silvio now?
The paladins here mentioned an ice dragon in the west. It's supposed to be the most dangerous and powerful of them all. You should have seen the gleam in Silvio's eye when he heard that. One guess where he went.
You don't seem to like him.
What do you mean, like? I'm not particularly proud that I know him. Silvio doesn't have any friends. He needs people who follow him no matter what. That's not for me. I work alone.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Can you help me improve my weapons?
Improve? Better to buy something new and throw away the junk you're carrying around. Maybe I've got something for you. Interested?
What can you sell me?
I think I've got what you want.
I'm not touching that.
It's a bad business.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Do you really believe that?
I'm not touching that.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
Don't I know you?
It was just like
you were Korangar. You used to be a Templar in the swamp camp.
Call me Angar. I have set aside my title.
I've heard of
the Brotherhood of the Sleeper has disbanded. Curious, but you seem somehow familiar to me, yet I cannot quite recall you.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, I haven't been able to sleep properly for some time. These constant nightmares.
It can't go on like this forever.
How did you get here?
After the collapse of the magic barrier, I hid myself in the mountains. It became time for me to do something. I strayed about for days until I suddenly awoke in the castle. Do not ask me what happened. I don't know. To make matters worse, I have also lost the amulet which I have had for years. I shall go mad if I do not find it again.
That's really not my problem.
Where exactly did you lose your amulet?
Don't say.
Somewhere in the south, shortly before I awoke here in the castle.
Is it really true?
I suspect it was stolen. I absolutely must have it back.
Nobody will learn.
What happened to the others from the swamp camp?
The last thing I remember is that the barrier collapsed, accompanied by a nerve-shattering scream. Stricken with panicked fear, we fell to the ground, writhing in pain. That voice, it grew ever louder. And then, when it was over, they all ran mad and disappeared into the bleak night, screaming loudly. I have not seen them again.
What will you do next?
I shall rest a while first, so that I may take up the search for my lost amulet. I have heard something of dragons. It is also being said that many warriors have come to the Valley of Mines to hunt them. I am thinking of joining them.
That was obvious all along.
Maybe I can help you find your amulet.
Why not? Some help cannot hurt.
Will it ever change?
I don't know why.
Where do you want to look?
I shall go to the south, where I was last. There is a cave tomb there, surrounded by many boulders.
That's all just
What about the dragon hunters?
I will speak with them later. Maybe they can use a strong arm.
You hardly know who to
When will you go?
As soon as I feel better.
Don't say you didn't know that.
I've got to go.
Watch your back.
It's a bad business.
That's the first I've heard of it.
I'm no better off myself.
For that is the will of Innos.
Is it really true?
Where do you come from?
From the mainland.
Didn't get that from me.
My people and I fled here. The situation there is getting worse.
The orcs leave nothing but burned out villages behind. The king has lost control of his realm.
All those who recognize his wisdom.
Where are your people now?
I left them. They thought they could take everything they wanted, even if it doesn't belong to them. Count me out.
What else do you know about the war?
The orcs are outside the capital. But whether it's fallen yet, I don't know. The last thing I heard was that the king is dead. But I don't believe that.
Don't say you didn't.
What are you doing here in the castle?
I heard about the dragons and wanted to help fight them. Unfortunately, I lost my sword when I was sneaking past the orcs. And now I'm stuck here. Without a sword, I can't get out of here. And the swords I can buy here are the worst junk.
Someone's gotta pay for that.
I shall find your sword.
That would be great. You should look for it on the high cliff to the south.
That was obvious all along.
I probably lost it there, near the orc tents.
My own opinion about that.
It was a really stupid idea to come here. I thought there was something to be had here, but there's nothing here but a few arrogant paladins and orcs.
That's the first I've heard of it.
You forgot about the dragons.
How could I forget? I'll tell you what, I'm a blacksmith, not a warrior. Look, I make weapons. The fighting I leave to others.
Then why aren't you standing behind an anvil?
The paladins here won't let me into the smithy. I can't make anything unless I want to wind up in the dungeon.
I can't believe it.
I'll try to help you.
How will you manage that? Parsifal has ordered a watch kept on us. No one would dare to disregard it.
I'll do whatever I can.
I can't imagine that he would listen to you.
Where do you come from?
I've joined up with some men from the mountains. We were headed for the valley to make a real profit hunting dragons. Their leader went by the name of Silvio. Boy, what an ass. He treated me like I was his property.
I've my own opinion.
What happened in the castle?
Nothing that I've heard. Of course, I'm worried about what's happened outside the castle.
He really didn't deserve that.
What happened?
Nothing that...
That's been known a long time.
I don't believe this is going to change.
It's really not my problem.
He didn't get that from me.
I think I found your purse.
What? Where? What bastard did that?
Where did you pick that up then?
It was over there, by the smithy.
Where? Near the smithy? It must have fallen out of a dragon hunter's pocket there. Don't tell me otherwise.
Someone's gonna pay for that.
How would I know?
Are you trying to pull my leg? It was you. Admit it.
He really didn't deserve that.
I suspect one of the dragon hunters.
I knew it. They never should have let you guys into the castle.
That is the will of Enos.
That's been known all along.
For that is the will of Enos. For that is the will of
We're
Enos.
from the...
Someone's gotta pay for that.
That was obvious.
What I heard on with...
Someone's gotta pay for that.
That I...
Don't say
It was a real...
Justice will prevail in the end.
I'm in enough
Look, then the...
That's not
Where of the...
I hardly know
What?
what to
No.
believe anymore.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I think...
What?
It was just like you said.
Where?
I'm not touching that.
Just a minute.
Oh, all right. Here's a few coins. And now...
How would I know?
Are you trying to pull my...
Kiss my ass.
I'll teach you to steal from decent folks.
I already thought so much. get that from me.
I'm no better off.
I already thought as much.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Enos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
I'm not touching that.
That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard.
Nobody ever asks for my
What?
That's really not my problem.
Yeah, where?
He didn't get that from me.
Just... How?
It's all just gossip.
Kiss my ass.
I'll teach it.
I already thought as much.
Just stop it at once!
And now for the fun.
That's not
What?
what I heard.
He really didn't deserve
Just...
that.
Where?
Listen to the wrong people.
I think...
I already thought as much.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I don't know why.
And now for the fun part.
Yeah, that's the ticket. What you waiting for?
Just like you said.
Carry that.
It's really not my problem.
Let that be a lesson to him.
Just.
That was obvious all along.
You poor sucker. You don't even have any gold on you.
To believe anymore.
I think I'll take this weapon for safekeeping.
Anything from me.
Some don't even know how wicked they are.
I'd have done it differently.
Oh, man.
I don't
My
think
head.
it's going to change.
That's not what I
Wait a minute.
He
Relax.
really did
You've got your purse back, haven't you?
Don't push me, boy.
I agree with
Clear
you
off.
completely.
I've heard a thing or two.
Believe everything you hear. There've been all kinds of rumors. Who said that? Where did you pick that up then? Nobody ever asked for my opinion. Nothing's ever gonna change that. I've heard a thing or two.
Why aren't you at work?
But that's disgusting! Have you had a look in my chamber? Those filthy meat bugs are everywhere. I have no idea who set up quarters in there before, but I'm certainly not going back into that filthy sty. I hate those beasts, and stop grinning like an idiot.
You already know what I think. I've heard a thing or two.
I'll get you now.
Nobody ever asks you decides what's right or wrong.
The meat bugs are gone. You can go back to polishing your thumb screws or whatever.
Are you sure that not one of those monsters is left?
Pretty sure.
All right then. Here, take this gold as a token of my gratitude.
Oh, don't make me cry.
That would be a problem.
Some problems solve themselves.
Nobody ever asked
All
for
quiet.
my opinion.
Quiet? Yes.
But
My navel's rubbing against my backbone, man. Garan cut the food rations again. If I don't get a decent meal down my throat, then I'm going to bite Garan's fat ass.
I'm not touching
maybe I could give you something.
Are you crazy? Certainly not here. If one of the others sees, I'll have a ton of new friends, if you know what I mean. You can find me in the Magician's Temple when everyone else has retired. There's hardly anyone in the temple at this time anyway. I'll wait for you there. But just don't show up with dry bread or some raw hunk of meat, got it?
Where did you pick that up then? So why won't they listen to me. Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Nobody ever asks about no time for things like that.
I've got my own
Can't go on like this forever.
I'm back already.
I never thought we would see you here again. After that scene when you were here a few days ago, maybe your appearance is a good omen.
I need more information about the dragons.
A rather large swamp has developed in the last couple of days to the west of the old castle. That's rather suspicious, wouldn't you say?
Can I help?
At the moment, we seem to have done everything which is possible from here. There is something, however, something very important which you could do for us outside of these walls. We are planning to cut off the serpent's head.
What do you mean by that?
We know one of their leaders. His name is Hoshpak. He is one of the most influential shaman among the orcs.
And what is my role?
Kill him.
That's a joke.
You want to help us, don't you? Well then, Hoshpak's tent is situated outside of the siege circle, on a cliff to the south of here. You can almost see it from one of the windows there.
All right, I shall kill Hoshpak.
I am glad to hear that. Hoshpak's tent stands on a small cliff. You must have seen it before. It is not far from the path to our mine, directly in the shadow of the big mountain.
I need... Any news?
The orcs.
Did anything important happen?
You belong to those scum who call themselves dragon hunters?
Really, I had expected that you had more honor in you than to join up with those people.
If it were up to me, I'd chase them all out of the castle. Let the orcs take care of them.
You should give them a chance.
They're getting one, unfortunately. Garand is convinced they can be of help to us, but I'll keep an eye on them. We have enough problems with the orcs. We really don't need more trouble.
I need to talk to you about Jan.
Jan? Who's that?
A dragon hunter. He's a blacksmith.
Oh yes, I remember. What about him?
He wants to work in the smithy.
Out of the question. He isn't one of us and I don't trust him.
Can't you reconsider the matter with Jan?
No, my decision is firm.
And apart from that?
Leave me alone.
There is a problem with the smith.
What, Smith? He's disappeared into the woodwork. Is he back? Then you can tell him.
No, I'm talking about Jan. He is a dragon hunter, just like me, and a good blacksmith.
That's good. Our previous smith just slinked off, the coward.
Jan would be willing to take over the smithy.
I see. So you think I can trust him?
Yes.
If you're so sure, then you can vouch for him. If he causes any trouble, you'll answer for it. Agreed?
I'll vouch for Jan.
All right. He can use the smithy. Of course, he'll also have to provide my men with swords.
I'm back.
I can see that for myself. Where are the reinforcements?
Lord Hagen will come as soon as he's settled everything. Much has happened.
I don't care. I need troops. There are more and more orcs, and we can't hold out much longer. My men are tired, and we're running out of provisions.
Some volunteers have arrived.
You mean yourself and your fellow dragon hunters, eh? You can help us, but there just aren't enough of you. If Hagen doesn't send some men soon, I can't make any guarantees.
Can you give me more information about the dragons?
I have other things to worry about. My strategic officer Aura can tell you more about that.
Hey!
Anything new?
If you want to learn the news, then ask the knights. I'm just an imprisoned cook.
He should have known better.
I could have told you that first time. His decision, wasn't it?
That'll only cause more trouble.
That was obvious.
Yeah, get that from me.
That was obvious all along.
I don't know why you get so worked
Go
up.
get your hammer. There's work for you.
You did? How'd you manage that?
I had to vouch for you, so don't disappoint me.
Don't worry. I'm glad that I can work it all.
To believe these days. I don't know why you get so worked up. It's a bad business.
Hey, you! How's business?
Lousy. The paladins just aren't buying a thing. How about you? Is there anything else you need?
Show me your wares.
There you are. So what is it now? Do you have anything for me to eat?
A piece of sausage?
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
I could give you this ham.
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
A good soup would hit the spot, don't you think?
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
What about a juicy hunk of cheese?
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
A chunk of meat?
Yeah, more, more.
What about it?
Yeah, more.
That's all I have.
And I'm supposed to believe that? All right, better than nothing. Here's a bit of gold for it. Well, I need to get back to my post.
Was obvious all along.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Someone's got to pay for that.
Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
I'd have done it differently.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
That's not what I heard.
That was obvious.
Is it really true? Business. Will it ever change?
We really should have known better.
What do you need?
No idea. You tell me.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Hey, you!
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Some of the mercenaries have left?
Silvio took a few of the boys and disappeared over the pass. It's rumored that some dragons have shown up there. When he heard that, there was no stopping him. Who knows? A dragon trophy is sure to bring a ton of money on the open market. That's nothing for me. I'm a sailor. I belong on the sea and not in a stuffy dragon's den.
I will never change.
Who would have thought of that himself? Nobody will learn anything from me. Much.
Hey, you!
Off myself.
What weapon?
Only the...
I've heard a thing or two.
You hardly know who to believe these days. It's all just gossip.
No one really wants to.
That's been known a long time. He insisted he knew better. If he doesn't see that,
He didn't get that from me.
Can you train me?
I can show you how to fight with a two-hander.
all that matters is.
But I don't have the time to teach you the basics as well. As soon as you have reached a certain level of skill, I'll take you in hand. Until then, you'll have to find another teacher.
It can't go on like this forever.
How's it going on the farm?
Well, since Silvio left, we finally had some peace around here.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Unfortunately, we don't have less work. The men are becoming more and more discontent because they now have to do the work of Silvio's men on top of their own. But let me worry about that. I can handle it.
Is it really true?
I don't believe this is going to change.
What's happened in the meantime?
Silvio the bastard has heard about the dragons in the Valley of Mines and has made everyone here on the farm totally crazy about it. He's tried to convince the boys to follow him to the Valley of Mines. He's promised them fame, honor, gold, and all sorts of things. A lot of them have no interest in getting killed for Silvio, but there were quite a few idiots who fell for his drivel. The end of the story is that they got outfitted by Bennett and then set off. Basically, I'm glad that Silvio is finally gone from the farm.
Is it really true? Better off myself.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Do you really believe that? That's all just gossip.
I've got an old coin here.
Show me. Oh yeah? That won't bring much on the open market. I'll pay you a gold piece for it. Exactly as much as it used to be worth.
Not quite enough. What about 2?
Nothing doing. I'm not a loony. Beat it.
I've got a...
You know what I'm prepared to pay for it, you dog.
It's a deal.
Good. If you have any more, though.
Interested in some more old coins?
Sure. You still have any?
A few.
Thanks. Here's your money. Bring me all you can find.
Pay me my wages.
I pay for mercenaries, not dragon hunters.
I've got no time.
Yeah, he really said that.
Time for things like that.
I've got about it differently. Do you really believe that?
I used to say that myself.
That was obvious. That's totally... Do you really believe that?
That will never change.
Heal me.
Let me...
Where?
Tell me what...
What potions can you teach me to brew?
So, which potion shall it be?
What potion?
So,
Don't tell this to anyone. Don't tell this to anyone.
Show me your...
That's not what my husband...
Show me.
People like...
Why?
First, just now beat it.
You don't say.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Show me.
He simply talks too much.
Who says things like that?
That's not what my husband thinks.
Don't tell this to anyone.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Show me.
Someone's got to do the work.
Don't tell this to anyone.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
These
Show
are
me.
bad times.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
And he works all day too.
Show me.
Someone's gotta do the work.
He can't keep anything to himself.
But that's terrible.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
And he works all day too.
I want.
Okay. All right.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. The rumors which have arisen concerning the appearance of dragons in the Valley of Mines of Corinus are not to be believed.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
It was just like you said.
You don't say.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
In us enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
Only in us decides.
Not what I heard.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
But that's terrible.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Who says things like...
I need a...
Ever asks me.
Beat it!
To tell me that. And there's more, believe me.
That's been known a long time. Is it really true?
He ran like Beliar himself was after him.
I've got no time for things like that.
Hey, you!
Wouldn't be so sure.
What?
Only the...
I agree with you completely. That doesn't surprise me.
I already thought as much.
You don't have to tell me
If he doesn't see that anymore, I can't help him. That's all.
I've heard a thing or two.
that. Same old thing.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
I already thought as much.
Been there, done that.
It's a bad business. These days, will it ever change?
That was quite obvious.
You just have to listen.
Nothing amazes me anymore. I agree with you completely.
No one really wants to hear that.
You really should have insisted he knew better. I'm not telling you anything new. That was obvious all along.
jungle.
Another one of those things.
for it now. You're in for it now.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces!
You're in for it now.
Everything all right with you?
These boots are killing me. The new armor's really great, but why do the straps on these boots have to be so tight? If I loosen them, the boots nearly drop off my feet.
Where did you get those boots?
That old warhorse Bennett made them for us dragon hunters, and had us pay him generously for that junk to boot. If I ever lay hands on him, I'll make him eat the things first, and then force him to give me my money back.
What are you waiting for?
For Cypher to get his ass going at last. It's about time we left.
Nice camp.
You said it. Stinks like a slaughterhouse here. Dead animals and rotten trees everywhere.
What are you doing here?
I've been sitting here for some time, just waiting for the right moment.
Right moment? For what?
There's supposed to be a dragon holed up over there. A pretty vile swamp has built up there since he came. I can well remember a time when you wouldn't get your feet wet around here. But now, I'd never go in there alone. Well, Rod is still here, but he'd run at the first sight of meat bugs. What about you? You didn't just come here for the pleasure of it, did you? Let's go in there together.
I prefer to stay alone.
Suit yourself. Just skip.
Now would...
Let's go then. The swamp starts just behind the next bend here. I suggest we go straight through here, or you can also check the passage over there, so none of the beasts can attack us from the rear. What do you prefer?
Let's not waste any time.
Wait a minute.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast. I can go ahead.
Woe unto you if you come one step closer.
Ah, the Eye of Innos seems to work.
Many of your sort have come. I have swept them all away.
Save your breath. Your big words don't scare me, you stinking spawn of hell. Tell me what I want to know, or I will make you drown in your own blood.
You dare to threaten me, little worm? Name just one reason why I should not tear you into 1,000 pieces right now.
I'm an envoy of Enos, and I carry the sacred eye on me. You have no choice. You must surrender to my will, or be destroyed.
Ah! Say what you want of me.
Who are you?
My name is Pandador, and you would be well advised if you crawl back under the rock from whence you came.
Where can I find the rest of you repulsive creatures?
The elements, from which everything is made, hold this world together. Each one stands for the ability to control a part of the world. Search for the elements, and you will find the others.
Servant of evil, what made you appear here? Have you only come to spread terror and panic?
The higher meaning of our Congress in this world, little human, will remain hidden to you.
What in the name of Inus must I do to ban you once again from the realms of humankind?
Before you can act, you must first understand the meaning of our Congress. However, no one will disclose that to you of his own free will. The eye alone could loosen our tongues and reveal to you our true goals. In any case, it will be of no use to you when you are dead. It has already been reported to us that you have chosen the path of the Dragon Hunter. Therefore, we have dispatched our offspring to your world in order to secure the continuance of our ancestral line. You have already lost, little human.
How can I get the other dragons to talk?
Only my heart could help you to renew the power of the eye, but you will not succeed in snatching away my heart. The power of the eye is exhausted. Your life ends here, human.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
Hey, you! What's the matter with you?
These boots, these black...
And what are you gonna...
The questions you ask.
Damn, is it dead?
Calm down. It's over.
Boy, what a humdinger.
I've still got it.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
Do you really think?
So it says in the scriptures.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
You don't have to tell me that.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
I've got news about the dragons.
Report!
I killed the dragon in the swamp to the east of here.
That's good news. Here, I'll give you some money towards your equipment.
Have there been any more dragon attacks in the meantime?
Luckily not. For the moment, they're holding off.
The path of virtue is long, rocky.
He really didn't deserve that. He didn't know that.
His deeds were
Who said that? You already know what I think.
Is it really true?
I believe this is gonna Don't say you didn't know that.
But he knew that all along.
Those are all just rumors.
Everybody knows by now.
Hey, you! I want to...
Okay. All right.
I was at your hut in the Valley of Mines.
So it's still standing. Did you find it?
If you mean your pouch with the lumps of ore, yes, I have it.
You're a fox. You know that. Do you have it with you? I'll give you 100 gold coins for it.
Sure.
Terrific.
Why did you leave it there in the first place?
I had no idea that ore was so valuable here in Corinus. For one measly piece of ore, you couldn't get so much as a place to sleep back in the penal colony, in the harbor city. They'll practically bash your skull in if they find out you have ore on you. I hope that I'll get it back soon.
Give me 100 gold coins, and I'll give you your ore back.
Deal. Here you go. You're a real friend. Thanks a lot.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I got rid of the orcs on your land.
Thank Innos, I can't give you much, but I hope you'll appreciate my gesture of gratitude.
Watch out for your...
I'll try.
Nobody ever asked me.
You can't keep anything to yourself. These are bad times. I can't take care of everything for everybody.
About your farmhands, you brought them back. You're one brave man. Take this gold as a token of my gratitude.
Did anything else happen?
They've also spotted plenty of lizard people in this area. I wouldn't go into the caves if I were you.
Are you crazy?
I'm still a bit wobbly on my legs, but apart from that, I'm better.
How would you like... Well, I'll pay...
All right. So...
So this is where you're holed up.
You aren't so easy to kill yourself, huh?
Have you caught anything yet?
I'm still waiting. I think there may be something to be had up there in the old rock ruins. There are lights up there at night, and I can hear screams.
A dragon?
Very likely. The high plane up there is guarded like the King's Dam treasury. But it's the only way to the fortress. As if the dragons weren't bad enough already. They seem to have a few more monsters in tow.
What kind of monsters would those be?
I couldn't quite make them out properly, but they walk upright and have scaly skin. They move over the rocks like snappers that have gotten a whiff of prey. I can hear them snuffling and snorting clear down here. I think they've taken over the whole plain up there.
What about the orcs?
I've been watching them for quite a while. The barricade they set up down there must be hiding something. I suspect that crowds of them have already gathered back there.
You mean even more than are here already?
It wouldn't amaze me if they tore down their palisade one evening and flooded across the land. I've got a bad feeling about this. If that happens, I'll have to go back and warn Lee. He wants to get off the island anyway. By then, it'll be high time.
Can you help me get into the fortress?
I don't really know. I'm afraid the orcs will attack just at the very moment I look away.
That's paranoid.
Can't be helped. I'd never forgive myself if I came too late, you see. On the other hand, whatever. Why else am I here? Let's charge the plane and fight our way clear to the fortress. A little exercise can't hurt. Besides, I want to get a closer look at those beasts up there. Let me know when you're ready.
Hey, you! How's it going?
Brave of you to come here. You got lost, huh?
What are you doing up here?
I'm here to make money.
Here in the middle of nowhere?
I'm a hunter. I specialize in difficult cases. Fire lizards, mine crawlers, dragon snappers, anything nobody else will hunt. That brings in the money.
That's some armor you're wearing.
Yeah, hard to get. It's made of mine crawler plates. A guy named Wolf made it for me. I used to be a convict here in the colony. Gave him a couple of mine crawler plates, and a few days later the thing was finished. The guy's okay.
Where's this Wolf now?
It's been a while since I've seen him. Back then, he was a mercenary here in the colony. I suppose he still hangs around with the boys.
What is there to see here?
A bunch of fire lizards, orcs, and I don't know what else. I haven't been farther up on the high plane. I'd advise you against trying it. The things that live up there don't sound too friendly.
Can you gut dragons too?
Sure, why not?
Teach me how to gut animals.
Why not? I've got enough at the moment. Dragon scales are really stubborn, but just when you think you can't do it, the thing comes right off the dragon's back.
Hey, you! Let's attack.
Just like old times, huh? But I'll tell you something. This is my battle. This time, I'm going in front.